But if I remember correctly, you've got me out of stuff in the past. Somehow, some way, I made it through a situation in my past that I thought at the moment was too much. How many how longs of our lives are no longer how longs? If I thought back a couple of years and I had kept note of how many times I said, God, how much longer must I deal with this? And if I can look at that list, I bet you there's a lot of those that are no longer consequential to my life. If I look back 5 years and the things I prayed for then, if I could see that list, how many of those prayers have been answered? Now that doesn't negate the how longs I'm dealing with now, but it shows you something. It shows you that God works on your behalf. It shows you that your prayers are answered. How many how longs are no longer? If you think about that, what were my prayers like a year ago? What was I praying for that I'm not praying for anymore? Maybe I didn't even see it get answered. Maybe it's just not of consequence anymore. Maybe I've moved past it. We wrap ourselves in a situation sometimes of despair, and we don't even see when the prayer gets answered or moved aside, or your life changes or something happens and it's not there anymore. So the how longs I'm dealing with now, the questions I have for God, in a year's time, will these ones still be a part of my life, a part of my prayers? Or will they have slipped away silently? Or will they have been answered in the mighty voice of God? Boom! Here's all the money you'll ever need for life. Something along that line. Are you hearing what I'm saying here? How many are no longer? So, our psalmist has gone from below sea level, massive despair, it's all they're seeing, to kind of level-headed, to saying, okay, God, let's talk this out. I need to get this off my chest. Let's go through this. And he's expressing his desires to God. And hopefully when we get into situations like this, our mindset begins to change. And we go from the lowest of the low to sitting there and talking to God and getting this off our chest. And now in these last two verses, the extreme mood swing kicks in big time, because now the author's on top of the mountain with expressions of delight for God, because he's beginning to think and realize and grasp hold of our God and who he truly is, and how he's developed and guided him through life. Verses 5 and 6 reads, "But I have trusted in your mercy. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, because he has dealt bountifully with me." As I was preparing this sermon this week, just me alone here, thinking and speaking this out, it began to really touch me. It began to deal hard with me. Because you may notice in this passage of Scripture, nowhere does it say the question of how long was ever answered. Ever. We can cry out and say, how long, how long, how long? The author never got the answer. he could still be below sea level. He could still be in that mindset of despair, of daily worry, of daily stress. But he began to think back and see how God has answered his prayers in the past. He began to think probably about his future or what might be ahead. And without getting the answer that we seek so much, he said, I haven't got the answer, but I will sing. I haven't got the answer for my finances, but I will sing. I haven't got the answer for my health issues, but I will sing. I haven't got the answer for my family, but I'm going to sing. I'm going to lift my hands unto God and give you the praises that you so rightfully deserve. Because you've gotten me through life so far. You've made things happen in my life that I can't even take knowledge of. I can't even see these things. I cry out to you, Lord, and the question still remains, how long, O Lord? That has not changed in my mind. Because I still have to deal with these issues. But I will sing with great anticipation of your answer. With great anticipation of your working in my life. The questions we ask God about. Now, don't get me wrong. God can speak and he can answer the questions of life. And he can show himself and make it evident that he's there working with you. But sometimes we don't get that answer. So how do we deal with it when we don't? We keep loving. We keep praising. We keep helping those in need. We try to make each day the best day that it can be. Because I don't know how many more I got. Why wallow in self-pity today? It may just be my last. So Lord, as I cry out to you with the situations that are in my life, the problems that I have, the things that I need your help on, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to give you these things. But Lord, if you don't feel like answering me, or I'm not ready for an answer, I will sing. I will sing of love. I will sing of grace. I will sing of mercy. I will sing praises unto God. I will continue my walk. I will continue to come to church. I will continue to read my Bible. I will continue to praise and praise you. I will continue to lift up those in need. I will continue to serve. Because I know you are real. And I know what you've done for me. I will sing.